Good morning, Griffins, and welcome to the very first episode of Getv. I'm Liam.
And I'm Peyton Gardner. Today's top stories about the Gretna East One Act program.
GHS has been dominant for decades, and now it's time for a new contender. Junior arts correspondent and Teperay resident Sophie Shostakova has the scoop.
In the past, Gretna One Act has been extremely successful. They have a long history of winning, and they placed second last year at state. With the school splitting, many were worried that Gretna East One Act would fall behind. Today, we interview 3 members of One Act, with the first one being the director, Ms. Schlappman. Now, let's hear what she has to say about the outcome of the splitting and her goals for the upcoming season.
Because it's a new school, we don't have any stock. So we don't have like platforms that are already built. We don't have walls that we've used for previous shows. We don't have costumes. We don't really have anything like that we came in with being able to use. So we've done a lot of borrowing and renting, and we've rented a few costumes from, or a few like set pieces and things from like Gretna High and the college that my husband and I went to, and Pierce, a shop in Pierce. We've done a lot of renting of things. I hope that we build, and we've already, I feel like, got a really strong base for a really strong program. So being able to, compete, obviously we're Class A this year. We expected to be Class B, so us being Class A was kind of a surprise. But I think it's a really good opportunity for still having that competitive edge in terms of what we're doing. So obviously we hope to be as successful as we can be in the future too. Just putting on some good shows, that's our goal. Yeah. The way that I would describe One Act to like an 8th grader that doesn't know what One Act is that it's similar to maybe other theater that you've done, but it's competitive. And so it's a very short play that we put together in about a month, a little bit over a month, and just it ends up being a really tight process by the end of it. At Gretna High, we would often have about like 100 people in the cast. So this year we have about 60, which is still, without a senior class, it's really solid. People that we do have are really dedicated and really hard workers. So it really, I feel like we don't even notice that much the fact that we don't have seniors, which is a great thing to be able to say.
Let's hear what one of the actors, Colton Na, thinks about the pressure they might face because of their successful past at Gretna.
Gretna has a long history of, just success in the One Act field and all that stuff. It's been different because since, I've been separated from a lot of my former teammates and a lot of people who have graduated. And it stinks because since Gretna East and Gretna are both Class A this year, we've gone from teammates to literal competitors and that stuff. But we're both very supportive of each other. There's a bit of pressure. There's a pressure on me. There's pressure on my other castmates. There's pressure on kids in the ensemble. There's pressure on kids in the crew. But it's that pressure that kind of keeps us moving forward, and it's kind of nice. The goal is always to have a performance that we're proud of. But this year, as a first-year school, we have the opportunity to set the culture and, set up what Gretna East One Act should look like and what we should experience. My goals, and I know that a lot of my castmates would agree with me, is that we want to make state, we want to be there, and we want to be there to compete. We want to be able to have competitive success, whatever that may be, whether that's, winning the whole tournament, or just being there to perform and give a great performance is essentially at the end of the day what our goal is.
Lastly, Alyssa Bielitz will share her experience on what it's been like to be a part of stage crew and their shot at state.
I personally for One Act musical, I kind of like being backstage more than actual acting. So I think I'll probably be in crew next year again. I do have a full plate, but I think everything's worth it. I come straight from work to here, and I think it's absolutely worth it. I love helping out. And the time is a commitment, but it's a really fun one. So reaching state is a big goal of ours, and I think we will. We're going to make state. And I think in the future, be amazing. We have this amazing, director, and we have amazing, resources, so I hope they use them. Looking forward to? I think all the, performances and just seeing the One Act come together, I think will be great.
From what we've heard, the cast is feeling very optimistic. Their main goal right now is to set a strong foundation for the future, and they want to give a great performance that is going to be able to take them to state.
Thanks, Sophie. Good luck to the squad today as they compete for their first state title.
We'll be right back after this message from our sponsor.
This guy's not going to be okay, because he didn't switch to All Farm.
But why wouldn't you? All Farm has a new monthly subscription deal that offers all kinds of insurance. It's an insurance bargain sale. And if you purchase our premium subscription tier, you get access to all kinds of exclusive benefits that no other company offers. For example, want to run twos but don't have a duo? All Farm agents are D1. Long day at work? Our agents at All Farm are all trained masseuses.
Oh my goodness, this feels so good.
but you don't want to hear from me. So why don't you hear from some of our loyal supporters?
I was going 30 over the speed limit, but All Farm has my ticket covered.
My boss laid me off, but All Farm threatened to sue, so I got a promotion.
Still a little skeptical? Well, I'll cut you a deal. Visit allfarm.com now to get the first month on us.
And we're back. I need some of that coverage.
Let's check in on the weather and see if we can stay in the 50s. Junior meteorologist Jake Weekland has your outlook.
Wednesday's weather is shaping up to be a great day, with a high of 57 and a low of 35. There's little to no chance of precipitation, and will stay clear throughout the day. We'll have a constant northeast wind with gusts up to 14 miles per hour.
Thanks, Jacob. That was adequate.
That's our show. We'll be back tomorrow with a look at the girls basketball team. Until then, remember, hugs, not drugs.